Hello, everyone. I know this will probably be delayed, so I'll be talking to no one for a second. But we have some lovely people with us on screen tonight. So we've got Reese, and we got Allie, and we got Karen from Australia. Doof, doof. Also, guys, if you missed it, go watch our last episode. It just premiered. It just ended like a couple minutes ago. Oh, we got one more person coming in. Boom! There's got Jason from Seven
Guys.
Hello.
Oh, we're already live?
We're already
Yes,
live.
we're live, so don't talk about anything.
I just showed up. It's 8 o'clock my time. You
So
can't
Karen
go
has-
live early. Oh my
I'm not live early. I'm
God. I thought I was working with
Right on time.
professionals over here.
We just literally just went live like 2 seconds ago. It's all good.
No, I've missed the whole thing. I've missed the whole thing.
Yes.
Why even stay here?
I know.
Oh,
Go. No.
sorry,
I just got the notification
Sorry.
that we're live with the cat.
Did we? Okay,
I haven't
good.
even gotten
I'm
the
really
Yeah,
worried.
me too. Mine just came through. I got one for a change.
Yeah, that's the thing. They've been
Yeah.
being
It's
weird.
hit or
You guys, I've been okay getting notifications from people, but some people are saying that
See?
there's not.
Erica says
happening.
you guys were just talking mad crap about me. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
As usual.
Nah. So Karen has an episode, guys. Go watch it.
Do it.
Whoever is in here who has her link.
Did you just have a stroke?
No,
Oh my gosh.
I think it's just not. You have to refresh it probably.
Hey,
But
can you see
also,
that,
guys,
Jason?
my
I saw your
chat-
Chucky, yeah.
I
like it.
love my Chucky. Except Chucky. Sorry, Cassie. Chucky, I gave him that.
What's wrong with you?
Well, I just thought decoration purpose, but you know what happened? The bloody
No,
thing
you
fell
don't
off the
tempt
shelf.
the fates.
No, I was sitting here and I got up to move from the chair, and the thing, I don't know why, he fell off the shelf, and this landed on the chair where I was sitting, and I thought, oh, it's lucky I moved when I did because it's
Listen, I'm
sharp.
just saying.
It's all right. I talk
Hilarious.
to him when I come into my room too. I say, "Hey, Chucky." So
Hello, everybody in the chat. Good to see you all. Thanks
Yes,
for joining us for
hello.
this live stream.
Yep.
Yes. What was I? Oh,
I
know
don't know. I
The,
interrupted you. I'll shut up.
the chat guys, like our chat can see in StreamYard, for some reason it's really delayed compared to YouTube, I think. Unless if I miss something, like bear with me, just keep repeating it because it's why. And I do have my iPad next to me, but if you have
Keep
a question,
repeating
just
it within reason.
yeah.
Don't
So
spam
just,
the chat. But
oh yeah, don't spam, but ask the question. So I'm gonna do some like a little bit of shout outs. We got I'm not gonna click because I'll probably like mess up. So I know that we
hey,
saw
Ron's in
Mike
the chat.
Who?
Gee, Ron.
Who?
Yeah,
Oh, Ron.
I'm in the chat. Hey, everybody.
So we have Raquel, we got Zed, we got Mike B, we got Mike O, we got Ollie, we got I already said that Zed.
Erica.
Erica, we got Daniel, we got Bluegrass. I know I saw Clifton's here. Hello, Clifton. Raquel. I know I saw did I say Mike B? Mike B. I said Erica already. I said Paul. Rebecca. Rebecca's here. She's my friend.
Weeping Willow Paranormal is in the chat.
Yes. Yeah. I know I saw
Joe
I
is
saw Hodge before, Josh, but I'm not sure if he's still here. If I missed you, I'm really sorry. There's a lot
Cat
of people
lady.
in chat watching.
Polly J. Yeah. Thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
So
Thanks for
but
all
yes.
the continued support for all of our channels and whenever we show up to do these live streams, which is just an excuse to hang out.
It is. Oh, Joe, there was Joe. I did see Joe in the
Joe
chat.
did pop in
Joe.
there. He's probably just listening in the background.
Joe,
He's
I did
doing
see
his
Joe
stuff.
once. Yeah. So tonight, guys, is a hangout. Not gonna be a super long one. But next week there is gonna be a not super long, but longer one because it's my birthday next week. So and it's gonna be a little bit later because we're going to a restaurant and I'm afraid I won't get home in time. So I have it set for 10 p.m. Eastern. So 10 p.m. Eastern, and we're just gonna have a party on my birthday next week. So I'm pretty
I love
excited.
it.
It literally fell on my birthday. So I was like, thank you, Thursday. Because as you guys know, we usually go live Thursday. So yes, I'll be
When you don't have an
39.
episode premiering.
Hmm?
When you don't have an episode premiering, you go live.
Yeah.
Yes, I try to. Also, guys, I have a slight dilemma. I don't even know if I told Karen or Jason or Reese this. My computer, the Bluetooth, actually I did tell Jason, the Bluetooth driver is not working on my computer. So I was trying to troubleshoot it and I was on talking to the computer peoples. Turns out I have to send my computer in to get fixed.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Isn't that great?
Oh, no.
That's
So-
spend all that money.
No.
Yeah. So
Oh man, that
was
hurts.
I was like, what? So it's under warranty. So it's like fine, but they didn't explain to me why. Like just said it needs to be sent in because we did all we did everything. I like literally like rebooted my whole computer, wiped it clean, everything, and nothing fixed. So, oh, you're muted.
I muted myself because of the stupid dog. It's a PC, isn't it? It's not a
It's a
laptop.
PC, yeah.
The other thing you can do if you don't have time to send it in until whatever. I don't know if they still make them. Jason might, but you used to be able to get a Bluetooth, like a toggle that you could plug into a USB port. So it would override, if you set that up, it will override the Bluetooth in the PC.
But
What?
You spend all that money on a computer.
no,
you
I don't
expect it to
know if
work.
that is.
Oh, I know
no,
that.
It
It's
just a
just
hardware
doesn't-
issue.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's I can
I
use
gotcha.
all like my USB stuff is fine. It's just the Bluetooth. So if I want to use my headphones or my freaking controller, which I was trying to play video games with, that's when. So when I went to Best Buy today, I had to talk to not from my computer because I was getting a tablet for Elida. Anyways, I asked the guy, kind of like, can you just explain to me what's wrong with my computer? Because I never did. And then he told me it was like a hardware issue.
Joe,
and it
what's a
had to be
MOBO?
Motherboard.
Yeah, what's a MOBO?
motherboard.
Oh,
But it's
Oh,
free because
okay.
it's under warranty. So but this is the dilemma, guys. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep my computer for my live stream for next week and everything. I'm going to try to edit like a couple episodes, save them into YouTube World, and then so at least you guys won't be out of videos. So that's my goal. So, but if there is a delay, that is why my freaking computer is sent away into the lovely world of Lenovo.
Lenovo.
I'm like, whatever brand this is. So
That's lame.
yeah, and then Mike, I did back up my files. I have like 2 hard drives, and so everything is backed up. Plus, I have the cloud for Windows or whatever, so that actually saved a lot of stuff too, which was really good. Which I was actually
Files
surprised.
are in the computer. God,
Yeah, so
it's a Zoolander reference.
crazy. So, but yeah. So anyway, that's a little bit like some tech
Mike,
talk.
oh,
For the thing. I did see some other people in here that I just noticed I didn't say hi to. Kibber's here, and Cav. I don't know how to pronounce your name, so I'm gonna say Cav because I'm gonna butcher that. And I'm not sure why I sound like AI. Raquel. Okay, yeah.
sound fine to me.
Yeah. Okay. So, how did you guys like part 4 that was released last week, everyone? What were your
It's terrible. Terrible. You didn't even capture anything. It's stupid.
I know.
No,
Why are
nothing.
you even trying?
Minimal evidence.
Which was like the most evidence ever captured.
Yeah.
One of us.
Yeah.
Have you sent it in to Slapcam yet?
I did the 2 of the shorts
Yes.
I did. I said it slap ham. So who knows? I don't know. But hi,
And anybody here in the chat, just send a link to her short. She put a short that showcased the extra voice, the mimicking voice that she captured. Her and
I'll
Reese
send
were at
that.
a location, and something seemed to be mimicking Cassie towards the end of the episode. It's super clear, like it's unmistakable that there's another voice there that should not be there, could not be there. Cassie made a short of it. Grab that link, send it to Slapped Ham. If you don't know what Slapped Ham is, it's like a top 10, top 5 paranormal type YouTube show. If you know those channels, those top 5, top 10 paranormal channels, this is a great example of something you want to take, copy the link, email it to be like, hey, have you seen this? Hey, have you seen this? Because it is a solid piece of interesting evidence. And what happens when you get featured on those kind of shows is Cassie and Reese can reach more people that may not know they even exist, which helps this channel with minimal effort on the part of you guys. So make sure when you see these cool things that are captured, do something to help these channels by like trying to. That's the best way to get exposure for these guys.
Yeah. I got a couple of shout outs. So hi Sheila, thank you for joining. And hey Hodge/Josh,
Sheila.
thanks for joining.
Princess Scary, hello.
And, oh yeah, Princess Scary. I did see that too. I was making a mental note.
Antoine is in the house.
Antonia, Antoine. So I was gonna say no. Oh yeah, so those clips. So I did send it to Slapped Ham, Nukes, and Chills. I think that might have been it. So I did send it to the 3 main ones.
So Chills, Slapped Ham, and Nukes Top 5.
Yeah.
Look them up on YouTube if you don't know the email addresses to send those to. But the point is, like, Cassie can send a link to them and be like, hey, check this out. But when they get inundated with a lot of people sending in that same clip, more than likely they will feature it.
Yeah, because I mean, like, guys, I'm like, I just want people to see the stuff, and like, this is our craziest. I think I have to say this is our craziest capture. Next to the one Beckhouse one, Reese?
Oh yes, absolutely. I'd have to agree. Like full, clear sentence. Not only that, like mimicking you. Come on.
And it clearly is not a voice that can belong to anybody with you guys. It's not obviously not Cassie. It can't be Reese.
Yeah.
And the only other person in that entire facility is a woman who was sleeping. So
downstairs.
Exactly.
Male voice that does not. It's not an exact copy of Cassie's voice, so it doesn't sound like an electronic or like a some sort of technology overloop or issue. It sounds like a dude speaking directly behind Cassie, kind of like we said, mimicking her. And so Cassie sent me that clip before the episode release. She's like, you have to look at this. Like, what do you think? And it doesn't even need to be replayed. Like, you clearly hear it. She's like, oh, it's a blah, blah, blah. It's a go upstairs. And right behind her is go upstairs. But it's slightly off enough that you're just like, that's not like just Cassie's audio. Like there's something wrong with Cassie's audio where it's looping back. It's clearly sounds like someone's talking like right after her, because it's so it's enough different that it doesn't sound like a distorted version of Cassie. It sounds like someone being like, well, blah, 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 or, you know, it's so cool. It's so cool to hear that.
Yeah.
I'm so excited that you guys captured that.
And then, like, with it, I mean, obviously in the time frame, because obviously I had to edit out the one part into where it says don't, because we were just cleaning up the area. I don't want to leave that in for you guys to see because that's like pointless. Then so within like what, maybe a minute from that, we get the don't. Like, so we get like 2 crazy pieces, like very close. Mind you, the mimicking was way crazier, but like still 2 very clear EVPs, like within minutes of each other. So that was.
And the fact that Reese said she felt like a male presence following her all night long.
Yeah.
And then you have that male voice. Like,
actually,
come on.
yeah. All night I was saying.
So it's
that.
It's Reese's fault. That's what we're saying.
Yeah. No,
way to go, Reese.
The owner of the house was following me the whole time. And it was like I heard him a couple times breathing down my neck, and he made me very uncomfortable for like 90% of the time. And I'm like, dude, just back off. And then as soon as we got to
and
the
then he turned his attention to
corners,
Cassie. He's like, fine, I'll bother her.
Exactly. I'm like, oh, finally. But I mean, you know what? It kind of makes sense because I was like, I was working for you, Cassie. Pardon?
Oh, didn't you actually catch a breath on? I'm sure in that episode there's like there's.
I'm sure. Yeah, more than likely, because there was a few times.
Yeah,
there was a few times where I heard it and felt it.
Well, it's nice.
What did you think? What did you think about the mimicking, Allie?
That was crazy. I was showing my coworkers, and they were mind blown.
Yeah, because it's so clear.
Absolutely nuts.
It's probably one of the clearest EVPs I've heard.
Yeah,
that's a piece
I know
of
I haven't been
evidence
doing
that
this for very long.
Like,
It at least makes them. It makes them stop. It makes them pause.
Oh yeah, it's
They're
a
like, well,
head
what is
turner.
that?
Exactly, because it's truly unexplainable given the environment and everything. Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
Like I went back to the original audio clip because I was even like, did I mess something up? Like, because I was like like actually my voiceover too, guys, is literally me like minutes after hearing it. So that's why I'm like that's me truly going, what the heck happened? So that's me.
Yeah, when I
going,
listened
what
to it,
did
I was like,
capture?
man, Cassie's like amped up right now doing this voiceover.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, that like freaking blew me away because even when I heard it, I was like, what? And I'm like, Ron, I'm like, listen to this. And then I was like, oh my gosh. And then I did the voiceover. So it was like,
Ron's like, what dude did you have with you on this investigation?
Well, and the funny thing is, usually a lot of times Cass be like, you got to listen to this or listen to that. And sometimes it's hard for me to hear it, but that here and now is so
clear.
like
Yeah.
clear. You cannot miss it.
And I know there's like a little, like the voice we hear, this male voice we hear, there's like a little mumbling at the beginning, but upstairs, the word
downstairs,
upstairs,
I think.
Yeah, downstairs is so clear. And I don't know, the tempo and like the inflection is not exactly the same as Cassie's. That's why I'm saying it's like, it's not like an audio issue where it's just like doubling up and like distorting, because it's just enough different that you're just like, is there a dude with them? Like, is there a dude in the back? Because it sounds like a dude that's like 3 steps behind Cassie, and the mic is like catching it up because it's kind of echoey-ish. And so it's like not like directly on the camera mic or whatever. That's what it sounds like. And it's crazy. Like, I was excited when she sent me that clip of like, I am so happy you guys caught that because that is ridiculous. Entity 7 Paranormal, old Joe, says it was 100% interaction, a very intelligent interaction. It sounds like that. And that is what we're looking for as paranormal investigators. Is finding something that's like, I know there's like the idea of like a repeating type haunting where like something is playing out just over and over and over again. Like energy of something was stored and it plays out in a location. I love those kind of hauntings. I don't know why. That there's something interesting and romantic about that. Like the energy was so high that it gets captured somewhere and it just replays forever. But then you get those things that are like responsive and interactive. This felt like something interactive because it's like it's mimicking you. It's seeing what's going on and it's interacting with what's going on, even if it is just copying what you're saying. It's super interesting.
Yeah, I mean, also with Reese, with like when that happened, like so before that, guys, like I obviously left in the episode too about how I pictured a man. It's with a spirit box, so that all happened. That's another weird thing because when I was like, cause the spirit box, we felt like we didn't really get much interaction with the spirit box at all. Like I think we got maybe a little bit, but not a lot at all.
Yeah. I remember keep saying like, is this? Didn't we catch like? Is this too loud for you? And then yup came through.
Or something like that.
I
think
believe,
so.
Yeah, I think we caught that in one of the bedrooms upstairs.
Yeah, so like it just felt like that. So when I told Reese, I'm like, I literally legit pictured this was if we had turned on the spirit box, I pictured a man running down the hallway at us, and then Reese was like, no spirit box in the servants' quarters. So legit, like Reese was like, no. So I'm like, okay. But this man, like we even talked to the curator too. She had mentioned that that's the type of personality he kind of was. Like he was like the man of the house. He kind of wanted things a certain way, and like we were like servants, like we belonged in the servant quarters. So his behavior through the whole investigation would have been typical for him. So that was kind of really interesting. So and we found out that after we talked to her when we were leaving, because she obviously had to lock up the place. We told her kind of what we experienced because she asked, and that's kind of what happened. So
yeah, it was kind of crazy to have her validate all that. And we didn't know that that's what he was like.
No.
Right. We just knew that, he was one of the first ones to live in the house.
Yeah. Yeah. Parasilla had a question. I don't know. I'm not a tech person. I don't know what that voice recorder is.
Yep. That's a Joe question.
That's a joke, because
That's a Joe question.
I only know my Sony digital recorder. That's all I got.
I think when it comes to technology, I know there's some people, some investigators who are like, this piece of technology is the best for paranormal investigation versus all these other ones. That's for me, I'm just like, that's kind of bullcrap. Like, you don't know. You have no idea. And like, if there's a history of some specific recording device capturing quote unquote EVPs, then I wonder, like, what's more than likely what's wrong with that recording equipment, that it has artifacts that maybe sound like a human voice, or it screws up kind of thing. I have a hard time like being like, well, if you're a true paranormal investigator, you would use this specific device for this specific thing, because this is the one that's going to talk to ghosts kind of thing. I have a hard time generally with technology in that respect in general when it comes to paranormal investigation, of like, this technology works better than this one. When we're talking about this camera works better, or this recorder works better, or this thing works better, I'm like, I think, half the time it's part of the problem is you get like, so like, I was doing kind of a little deep dive, a personal deep dive the other night, because I was trying to decide whether or not to spend money on more paranormal gear, more paranormal investigative gear. So like night vision cameras, recorders, spirit boxes, ovuluses, which all are stupid expensive. Just, if you haven't looked up prices on some of this gear, it's stupid expensive. When I can buy a solid night vision camcorder for a few $100, but like an Ovilus cost me $600. Like, come on. And if you've ever like handheld these like devices, these ghost hunting devices, they're 3D printed casings with the exact same technology housed within. It just depends on who's selling them. You're kind of getting gypped, guys. You're just like getting gypped in terms of like, yeah, I'll give you an Ovilus, or I'll give you a spirit box because I 3D printed this very specific shape and I put all the technology inside, and now it's $900. And people are dumb enough to pay that because they're like, well, I need that one because that's the one that ghosts talk to. I'm like, or is that the one that people on YouTube are like, it said devil, and we know this place was used as a devil worshiper place because a guy's friend, hairdresser's roommate's cousin, said it was. So this is the one you need to buy. Link in my bio. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I have a really, really hard time when it comes to like, do you prefer one technology over the other? That was a little rant that I was just like, it's fresh in my mind.
No, but also the Ovilus, because I have the app. I bought it for the iPad, and we used it a couple times. Avery's. All it said was bacon. Like, it was just kept saying bacon.
Oh well, never mind. I do trust that app. If the app says bacon, you leave and go get bacon.
Yeah.
I don't care what you do.
Yes. But yeah, no, it was, the thing is with apps too, I don't put a whole heck of a lot of stock in them, but I've talked about before, I like using them.
If you are not if you aren't in the, like, knowing what's going into that app and how it's designed, you have no idea what you're doing. You're opening an app and that app could be programmed to be like, every 15th word is going to be from this alternate list that says devil, witchcraft, demon. Like, you're assuming, you're putting a lot of faith in somebody's trust who's going to pull $5 from you because you bought their app to do ghost hunting, and you bought it so that it could say these creepy words at random times. And so they're going to program it to say those creepy words at random times because you want the YouTube views. Like, maybe it's the skeptic and the like, the curmudgeon in me, but I'm not going to trust that in terms of like, if it does that, if I'm going to use that thing during an investigation, I'm not going to look at the people who are trusting me on this investigation, the people who are watching my videos or becoming members of my channel or whatever, and be like, see, proof that ghosts exists.
Yeah.
It
And the thing
said
is-
devil. And I had
Yeah, like-
deviled eggs for breakfast.
See, like we'll use the app. Like we usually have it like to like open lines of questioning. So like because we keep saying the same things over and over again, so it might like trigger something in my brain. Like, oh, maybe we should ask this question. I mean, sometimes.
That's a solid
don't-
way. Yeah, I get that.
don't know.
Especially with as much investigations as we do, there are times where it gets stale or repetitive. And so you're just like looking for something to kind of kickstart your imagination, to ask better questions or to do something different. I totally get that idea.
Yeah. So
But
I mean,
you
that's
should
what,
never
like,
use those apps and devices as the proof that something is out there, kind of thing.
Yeah.
no.
I mean,
Now,
we've had-
if you
the
capture an
greatest fault.
EVP as clear as you guys did, that's something you want to showcase to people. You don't want to showcase the clip that says we were in this place, and it's on this street that starts with a D, and it said devil. So clearly, the devil was here on Devon Street, and there's even a V in there. So like, send that to Slapped Hams and tell them we figured out where the devil lives. And it's like, oh my gosh.
Do you know what's annoying, Cassie, from the point of view of equipment? Like, obviously, I don't have any, or well, I do. It's in a box. I haven't used it yet. But
I
like
don't
you
have
caught that
equipment.
EVP, right? You caught that was on the camera. I don't think anyone is ever going to invent anything. There is nothing on this planet that can help us. You didn't hear that in the moment, right? You had to look back on the thing.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's going
Days
to.
later.
Yeah, it would have been fantastic if you heard it and were able to go, hey, I can hear you. Let's keep talking. But it doesn't happen. It doesn't. It's never happened. It never will happen. I don't think until we drop dead that's going to happen.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong. I think Tesla was pretty close with some of his inventions, but that's
and I
gone
think
back.
that's one of the
years
reasons
ago.
why I love EVPs so much, in terms of like, we don't know when they happen. As investigators, we half the time we have no idea. We do take recorders and you can listen to it in the moment. My personal opinion is kind of boring to watch us listening to the recording of the thing we just did for 5 minutes. So it makes for bad YouTube kind of thing. So my personal opinion, or for my channel, Cemetery Road, is any EVP I capture is going to be on camera. It's the camera is going to record the EVPs, which is the kind of EVP you captured with the mimic voice we heard. But it's something like, you were there, you guys were talking, you were doing something may have communicated with you, but you didn't find out for days later. Like, that's more believable than like an app saying something.
Yeah.
It's like, to me, that's going to mean more to me as a skeptic kind of person than you being in a dark place and an app or a device you bought from some guy who 3D printed a thing and threw some technology in it, saying like, devil, I'm here. And you being home 7 days later, watching the footage with headphones on, and that, that voice happens right behind your voice. I am going to put more in that than I am like on camera. Did you hear that? It said devil. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like
I
that's more truthful, because if you wanted the clicks, if you wanted the excitement, you would have been like, oh, did you hear that, Reese? It said something, and it like said exactly what I said, like, but you didn't. There was no excitement there. There was no craziness there. Like, you didn't find out till days later after you left. Like, that's
months
more
later,
for
actually.
That's more for me to believable than people getting worked up over some piece of technology that works them up on location.
Yeah. I just want to do some shout outs. Dantex is in the house. I think, I
Dantex,
comment about like
Clifton
Parasolo, but
is
hi,
here.
Parasolo. If I missed anybody, I'm really sorry. And yes, Dantex is awesome. That's okay. Dantex with the notification.
Listen, once you
YouTube's
get as
weird.
big as Weeping Willow Paranormal is, you can't keep up with these chats.
Oh gosh.
That, you know what? That's kind of that sounds funny, but I don't know. I've been in. Well, you've all been in live chats where someone's got maybe 500 people in the chat. The only way you can talk to them if you actually want to say anything, and even then it can sometimes get missed, is the super chat. Because and the good ones will sit there if they're doing a live, they'll be trying to read through, and they will pick out people. But oh Jesus, it's a job. It's a job just sitting here.
And I hate
talking
it's
to
a
each
little
other.
easier when we have this many people, because when we have this many people, at least one or two can
Other
kind of
people
keep an
can
eye
have a
on the
look.
chat.
Yeah, but when you're by yourself,
so if you're
crikey.
talking, like, you don't have to pay attention, kind of thing. But it sucks when it's like one person one person on a live stream, and they're just like, some people are good at this, some people are bad. The worst people are just like answering whatever question is in the chat, but they don't say what the question is. Like Joe Blow will be like, well, how do you use this thing? And the guy in the live stream or whatever be like, oh yeah, I use that all the time, and I use it with, this, that, and the other thing. But like, anybody just watching who's not paying attention to the chat doesn't know what the hell the question was. Like, it's hard to make the chat a part of the conversation, and I'm glad you guys understand that. Like, we do these live streams to hang out with each other, because we don't generally get to hang out with each other too much. But we also, like, we appreciate all the names in the chat. The names in the chat are our friends too, and we want you to be a part of this conversation as well. So that's why, Cassie is really good about being like, if we missed your question, just repeat it again, because we want you guys to be a part of it. Tales Told in the Dark has entered the chat.
Yes, hello. Her name's Cassie. She's a C.
Hi,
though.
Cassie.
Nope,
She's the
we
C,
can't have
isn't
two
she?
Cassies. I'm sorry. You got to change your name. Now you're Tales. Done.
Tails.
Okay.
Yeah, she's Oracles and Beyond. I think she has a couple channels, but yeah, that's Cassie. So.
Dan Tech says, because we are all awesome. It's true. We are all awesome. And Reese has a gumball machine?
Yeah, I can't find the gumballs for it though.
Oh no!
I went to Bulk Barn.
We need to get Reese.
Yeah, I know.
Some
guys,
gumballs.
Guys, help me.
I'd fill it
Throw
with
down them super chats.
jumbo gumballs, because they got to be the big ones. Like, they can't be small.
Oh,
So I went to Bulk Barn. They've got these tiny ass ones that'll clog it up. No jumbo ones. I asked the lady. She's like, we can't find them.
Oh.
What?
Oh no!
So, and the Bulk Barn has everything, guys. I think it's a Canadian thing.
That's why it's called the Bulk Barn.
Exactly, right?
In
it's
bulk.
in the name, in bulk, right? So it's an empty gumball machine, but it's right next to my certification.
By the next live stream, we need some
massage
gumballs
therapy.
in the gumball machine. So make sure you drop them super chats.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have super chats.
I know super chats yet.
Crow's working, guys. That's why he's not in here.
Mhm.
So some of us have to make a living.
We we're not near super chat yet. Like, we're at 2,652 hours of watch hours.
Listen, you can send me a PayPal, and I will send it directly to Cassie, who will give it to Reese, and we'll get some gumballs.
Yeah.
I have our own PayPal.
Yeah, you have PayPal. Yeah, PayPal that sucker.
Yeah.
We can circumvent the system, guys.
Oh, there it is.
We
Raquel
have
just
to find
said-
gumballs.
I might be able to find the gumballs on Amazon. We might have to resort to Amazon.
Yeah.
Or you guys in the States have everything.
Yeah,
Maybe-
we'll just hop the border.
Yeah, can go see. If
Actually, I'm going to be in Buffalo on Sunday, visiting my friend.
Well, there
Buffalo
you go.
Sarah.
Take a look, see if they have giant gumballs.
Sorry, Reese. Do you call the big giant gumballs? We call them gobstoppers.
No, there's an actual candy here called Gobstoppers.
Yeah, those are
jawbreakers.
jawbreakers.
But do you have gobstoppers?
We
We
have
do have
gobstoppers, but they're like really hard candy.
Yeah, they're not.
Yeah, they're like
not gum.
jawbreakers.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, they're not like gum.
Yeah, here we kind of refer to the big gum as that as well. I could be wrong.
Oh. I just
How many days until you show up in my neck of the woods, Karen? How many days? Cassie probably knows better. She has a
Cassie,
countdown.
no, I think it's only about 29.
Well, actually, I don't know officially because I I know when we'll see you, but
I'll tell you in a minute. It's the 24th
Hi, Linda.
today. Oh,
I'm so excited.
yeah.
Kimber said,
two,
Kipper, I should say, said Skittles or M&Ms, but those would probably be too small, and you would get like way too many flying
4
at you.
weeks exactly. 4 weeks.
4 weeks
exactly
until me and Karen reunite. We're gonna have some.
And 35 days.
Fun.
35 days.
That's what I better not say what popped into my head because people get the wrong.
I left it open for interpretation, and I'm not sure if that was better or worse.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, where did Ron go?
Ron disappeared.
I'm kind of excited. Me and Karen, we're doing a big trip. It's going to be me and Karen. Karen's coming in from Australia. She's meeting up with me. Me and Karen are traveling to locations to be announced later to meet up with Cassie and Ron. We're going to do some investigations. It's going to be a ton of fun. And then all 4 of us are going up to Canada. We're going to be hanging out with Cassie and Ron at their neck of the woods for a couple days. And then me and Karen get to travel back to my neck of the woods. Me and Karen get a ton of time, behind the wheel, traveling across America time. It hit me the other day, Karen's this will be your second trip to America, correct?
Yes.
So she came over for the whole Virginia City PEX thing. And that's awesome. But she's literally just flying into Reno, going to PEX, hanging out in Virginia City, which is great. Don't get me wrong. That's fine. But now this time she's coming into America and then literally driving halfway across America with me and then hanging out with Cassie and Ron. And we're going to be traveling, hanging out, partying. And then she's literally going back to Virginia City. She's just bopping all over America. I'm very excited to travel around America with my Australian buddy. And introduce her to all the weird stuff.
Watch this space a week in. Oh my god!
Can you guys vlog the entire time?
I am.
Oh my god!
I want to see that
the paranormal
dynamic.
investigation, guys. I'm sure everybody in the chat's I'm super interested and good for the paranormal investigation that will come from all of our channels. We're going to have content up the wazoo. I know you guys are excited for that. But what I'm excited for is the behind the scenes content that I will then be producing.
Yes, I will.
Which is literally, it's going to start with me cleaning out Falcor, getting it ready for the road trip. And then Levy's here, chasing the darkness.
Hi,
is hanging out. Linda
Hi, Levy.
is hanging out. And then I'm going to be recording when I pick Karen up, when me and Karen hang out in Tulsa, and then when me and Karen are driving across the country to where we're supposed to meet Cassie and Ron. And I'm going to be recording as much of that as possible to become a vlog, a travel vlog of me and Karen and Cassie and Ron doing this trip. It will most likely be a multi-part series because there's no way it's going to be a 30-minute episode on YouTube or a 40-minute. It's going to be a 5 to 6 episode. It may be just day one. This is what it is. And we're going to be together for 2 weeks, guys.
Well, yeah, so you and Karen for sure. It's a week and a half.
Oh, yeah.
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 Right? Yeah.
It's going to be super awesome.
I don't like the beard. I want him to shave it off before I get to America.
No, it's not going to.
Levy says he loves it.
I'm actually missing the first 2 weeks of my Ren fair that I've been going to for a couple years on this trip. Week 1 is the week where me and Karen head out. Week 2 is when we're in Canada. So I have to keep it until I can go to the Ren fair at the very least. So I'm sorry, you're stuck with bearded me, Karen.
I'm team beard.
It's all right. Levy says don't shave it off.
Thank you, Reese.
You're welcome.
Rebecca just mentioned that you can do it with jawbreakers, but you probably want gumballs or balls.
Well, I mean, it is a gumball machine. It's kind of the point.
Hi, current comment. Okay, I did just miss a lot of people's.
Mike O says beards are the jam. Everybody's a fan of the beard. I'm sorry, Karen, you've been voted off the island.
Yeah. Beards are cool.
Okay. I'm just reading all the comments, guys. I'm behind. Maybe I'm not behind. Okay.
I suppose actually it's not like I'm going to give you a kiss or anything, so it's all good.
What are we talking? Kisses?
I'm gonna give you a kiss.
I got lost. Sorry, I got
You
lost.
come
in the
off that
garage,
plane, I'm
everybody.
gonna give you a big old kiss.
Oh, that's all right.
Parasolo says, "How about cat balls? I just ordered a bunch of cat balls.
Did you? Good.
I love
I
cat
did.
balls.
I need to order some. I just haven't because mine are
I
dead.
have 9. I have 9 coming my way, and I already have like 3 that still work.
Oh, okay.
And I think I've got 6 that I'll bring
It's an
with me.
inexpensive way to ask something to interact with you. As stupid as it sounds, cat balls. They're little like balls that you push a button, and any movement will cause them to like flicker and light up and all that kind of stuff. In a dark situation where we're in these locations, you put it down, and it's so easy to ask something to interact with you. And if those things even nudge a little bit, they start flashing and lighting up. So if you're in a dark room, like you absolutely know when those things have been moved. And if you are in a location where you're the only people and it's a still solid location, like that's a good indication that, oh, now we have some interaction here. And I would rather buy 50 of those things at like, I'm buying 9 at like $18 a pop. Like that is worth it to me rather than buying a
100%.
$500 Ovulus that I can't necessarily trust.
Kibber in chat just said about your beard. He said Karen can braid it for you, Jason, on the trip. Kibber,
Heck yes, it's
That's
not
great.
that quite long.
we're not that
Joe,
close.
as always, trying to break everybody's balls, says, "Yeah, but those cat toys light up randomly without being moved. They will if the batteries in the internal batteries
when
start
they're
dying.
old.
They will start dying, but you can kind of tell when that's happening. It happened in an investigation that I've already posted 2 episodes ago on the not Mackie, the McIntyre Villa. Me and Paul had a cat ball that just kept going off, and it was crazy, and it was fun in the moment, but I recognized the fact that it was happening like on a very clear, like intermittent, like timetable. Like every 30 seconds, it would start lighting up almost on cue. And so I'm just going to put that to like the batteries dying. But we were using them a lot during that trip. They don't last forever. They're kind of, they're cheap little things. So I think if you're smart enough, if you're observant enough, you'll know when that starts to happen. But if they're brand new, straight out of the box, first location, click that button, put it down, I think you're okay. But you can't just like buy some cat balls and like expect them to tell you when ghosts are near for the next 5 years. Like it's like you have to use some judgment on your own and just like some critical thinking.
Good night, Paul.
But that's why I'm never going to be like that cat ball lit up. So obvious proof of ghosts. But they are a really good, cheap, beginner, accessible ghost hunting piece of equipment.
Absolutely. I also have to head out, guys.
Okay.
Oh, no worries.
You have to go to the shops too.
Yeah.
Oh, does Karen have to go to the shops?
Karen does have to go to the
Karen
shops.
does.
Oh my gosh.
Just bed for work in the morning.
No, I understand.
Yes.
Okay,
All
bye,
right.
Reese.
Bye,
See you next week.
guys.
Bye. It was nice to meet you
Bye.
finally.
It was nice meeting you too, Ali. See you
Bye.
guys. Bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Okay, I'm gonna do a shout out because I just saw someone else come in the chat. So there's Laws in the chat, Laws, and then
Hello,
Destination
Laws.
Spooky. Hello. And Night
Allie
Paul.
needs to talk more. I think she's asleep.
Oh no, my arm's numb, so I keep playing with that.
What have you
Why is
done?
your arm numb?
Oh, I had to do it. I had to have a thing done today, and so it's still numb. It's all bruised though. It's great. She's like, it's not gonna.
Are
bruise.
you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. It's just not.
I just
thing.
can't feel this. It's
Yeah,
fine.
it's
fine.
Yeah, it's fine. That's fine. I'm fine.
Oh, okay. I'm with you.
Yeah, you know
Yes,
what I'm.
Karen
Yeah.
knows what's happening.
Kibber says, what about using the cat balls that don't light up but have a bell in them so they make noise? Okay, so I get the idea of like getting like a plastic thing with a bell inside and like That way you're not worrying about technology or batteries dying. That is actually a pretty good idea.
really
Like
good
I actually
idea.
really like that idea. In
I
fact,
know.
I think I may get some just like plastic balls with a bell inside for our trip, because I think that's a good way to kind of
Well, you'd rule out
break
They have-
wonky
that thing
batteries.
up.
We used to sell them, but they're Kong. They're made by Kong, like the dog toy company.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
have like cat tennis balls that have the bells inside. You can get like a pack of 3 for like $4.
Oh.
That's a really good idea. So I like that idea. I think that's a preferable idea, so that way you eliminate a question of like, well, what if the battery's dying? What if the
Exactly.
electronics are messed up? Whatever. That's really cool. I will do that. So on the investigations that we do as a group, as we go out on this big trip we're planning, be sure to look out for that, because I like that idea a lot.
I'll get
I
some.
like
and
the
send it
idea
to you.
of just eliminating those problem factors that when you use even the most simplistic of things like the light up cat ball,
Mhm.
you will have that doubt of like,
Mhm.
well, what if it's the battery? What if it's the electronics? All that kind of stuff. Well, let's get rid of that then. You can have both that way, because if your mindset is ghosts can either use the energy to push the thing, which will cause the bell to ring, or maybe they're not necessarily moving the ball, but they're using the energy to make the lights light up. If you use them both in conjunction, you can kind of work those together.
Yeah.
Because if they both go off at the same time, that's something.
Yeah, true.
So I
That's
like
actually,
that.
like-
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I think plus like you never like you just have them on you. You don't have to worry about like because mine are dead. I mean, I bought mine like a year, my light up ones like a year ago.
I have to buy a
ago.
new set every set of investigations I do, because they just don't last very long.
I can't find them in Canada. Like our Amazon doesn't have them. They're really expensive. So I found them on the US Amazon, like for cheap US, but like Canada's Amazon doesn't have them. So I only ordered them once and I just haven't yet. And I only ever use them really more in the beginning of our investigations, but because also I put the plastic thing that blocks the battery so that it doesn't die. But I lost those plastic things, and then now they're just dead. But
Hey,
also I just
Cassie.
saw someone pop in. Diabolical Debbie, hello, thank you for joining.
Hello.
Levy got to have a beer with Crow in Florida when he was there on holidays. So he says Crow's very sexy in person.
Mike B says, I wish I could
bet
meet
he is.
Crow. Everybody does.
Everybody.
I don't even know his real name. It's really weird. His real name is Judas Crow.
Judas Crow.
Like he's not very he doesn't disguise himself very much. I know he wears the mask, but like his name is Judas Crow.
I thought you would.
I know.
What?
I'm actually wearing the Children of the Crow shirt.
Well, there you go.
Yes.
Children is his middle name. It's Judas
Children.
Children Crow.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Yes,
I was trying.
Crow's sexiness is overwhelming. It's true. It's absolutely true. Like
Yeah.
we don't know if ghosts exist, but we do know Crow
Crow
be
is-
sexy. It's all good.
Yeah.
His voice
Yep.
is very good. I'm actually thinking of talking to Crow and saying, maybe for when I do my 5 haunting questions or something like that, or when I do a thing, I should say to Crow, can you do an intro for me in your sexy voice?
Mm-hmm.
Damn straight.
Because my voice isn't sexy. Mine's just like, g'day.
Oh,
Hello.
it's sexy enough.
I can listen to Crow talk all the time.
Yeah.
I could just have it like those like noise.
Calm down, Ron. Calm down.
I love cucumber sandwiches.
Ron,
eh?
I could listen to you talk all day long.
Oh, well, you've
That
got
Canadian
you'll have that
accent, man,
opportunity soon.
does it for me.
It's hard.
Well, I was gonna say,
I don't know. I find my voice annoying.
hello.
Sorry.
Mm.
So
Like I smoked some barbecue today, and I'm just like, tell me
Hello?
more. Tell me
Well,
more.
that's where you go.
Oh no.
No.
So I said I could put Crow, those music, like the white noise thing. You can just have Crow's voice playing all the time. It's very soothing.
Crow's voice does have that like white noise, like calming effect. Definitely.
He's great. I love Crow.
Anthony's got a
who's that-
question.
who's that?
Except it's like a
Chat.
white noise that's like really dirty. I don't. It's weird.
Cassie.
What? That question? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you answer it because I'm pretty sure it has been debunked. Go.
okay, so what the use of the flashlight where you can use Casco, some questions, see if you can use their energy communicating. Has this been debunked? I'm pretty sure it has been debunked. It's because I don't use it because of like the it just basically it's loosened, and I feel like the spark. I'm not sure the technical thing.
So the
spark,
idea, in case you don't know what Antoine's
So every
talking
now and then
about,
it'll
is you take a
Yeah.
flashlight
Yes.
that has like a screw top to it. So you have the batteries inside, you screw it on, you push the button, it lights up. The idea is you push it so it's on, but you loosen it enough that the battery and the connection like disconnect so that it turns off. But it's so subtle that if you turned it just a millimeter, the light would come on. You turn it just enough so that it goes off, and you set it down. You ask whatever may be in that area, turn that thing or use your energy to turn that on, and the flashlight may flicker or whatever, light up for a hot second and then turn off, whatever.
Yeah.
I am doubtful of that procedure in ghost hunting because you never know if it's something external, i.e. a spirit, turning it enough to light it up, or if it's just so close that it's going to connect just enough to light it up just on its own kind of thing. I think there's too many questions in that way of communicating with a spirit that even if it did light up, I couldn't really put a whole lot of credence to that method. I'm not gonna bash anybody who uses that method, but for me, I don't have enough faith in it to use it in my investigations.
Yeah. I agree. Mike O just said he could use Mike O has a really awesome Instagram page with his wife, and they sell crystals. So check them out. Soul Spirit Crystals on Instagram. They always have lives on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. But that'd be really cool, Mike, if Crow could do an intro. Ron also said something funny. Crow's voice is like very white. And then Levy goes, thank you. That's like it's funny because it was our very last part, and guys, okay, this is like being like truthful because we had so many episodes banked up from Virginia City. It just pushed back our Connellwood Mansion episodes to now, and we investigated in November. So I didn't even look at footage because I was going through all the other footage until now. So like literally, it was.
I was releasing Virginia City stuff for so long. The episodes I just released from McIntyre Villa, I shot last summer, the beginning of last summer, and those episodes just came out on my channel. So like that's just kind of how YouTube works, or literally production works. We shoot stuff, and then it takes forever to come out. My next episode, my next couple episodes of Cemetery Road, which are cemetery videos, which I'm so like I love doing the paranormal investigation stuff, but I'm really excited to get back to bringing you guys cemetery videos. The next one being, I'm almost done with it. It's I look at a cemetery in Boston, and then the one after that, I've already edited. It's ready to go. It's already uploaded. Is an episode in a cemetery in Ohio. But like literally in Ohio, the Ohio episode, and so in a couple of weeks, I'll be like, fall has come to the cemeteries because there's all these fall colors. I'm like, we're walking into spring now,
we're
guys.
in spring now.
Depending on where you live in the world, because like obviously over by Allie's neck of the woods, winter is still coming, guys.
Yeah, they still it's still Did you hear we had a tornado?
So,
there was a tornado.
I did. I saw that
yesterday.
in LA. A tornado in LA.
It was just little, but it was still a willy.
It's California.
A what?
In Australia, we have sometimes you'll get a little tornado. Like that was actually that wasn't little. It was in
like
between.
We get the dust devils.
Like it wrecked a couple buildings, but like
the
whole point is LA should not have murder wind.
No murder wind, and then it's raining all the time. It's I don't know. California is
all right.
the world state it wants to be.
Crap. We just have to get used to
so
it.
like for instance, like
Long as
I
nobody
am
doesn't
now
flood.
going to start releasing between now and when Doof Doof, Weeping Willow, and Cemetery Road come together. I'm going to be releasing my fall walkthroughs of cemeteries, and so it's like I love it because I'm going to get you to show you not only fall cemeteries, so much flipping beautiful foliage and colors and all that kind of stuff, but also it's when Cemetery Road goes into another country, because it's when I went to visit Cassie and Ron a while ago, and so I get to go up into Canada, do some Canada cemeteries and stuff. Like I've got a ton of cemetery videos coming your guys' way. Super excited for that. And then when those wrap up, probably a few weeks after our visit, our 2-week investigation like journey, that's when you'll start seeing the vlogs, the travel vlogs, and the investigations and all that kind of stuff. Plus, during the time we're going to investigations and me just filming all of our adventures, there's cemeteries we're going to be going to. Like I know me and Karen are going to hit a few while we travel towards Cassie and Ron. Plus there's a cemetery that I really, really want to get to in one of the locations we're going to, that Karen and me are going to team up for, because it's a pretty big cemetery. It's going to need a lot of coverage. But then
awesome.
when me and Karen are coming back from Canada, we're going to hit some more locations in terms of cemeteries. Like we're banking so much content for you guys that should get us through the summer, I hope.
Yeah. And not only that, like I have like for me, so I have to rescue the footage that we took from Reese's work, undisclosed location at Reese's work. And then I still have Chase Manor. So okay, I want to talk about that. So Chase Manor is coming up. I don't know exactly when those episodes, because I have to edit those before my computer goes away to computer land. Anyways, to get fixed. So that's happening. But I collabed with Paranormal XP and Tommy Amongst the Tombstones for that series. I'm going to be doing. Yeah. So that Paranormal XP's episode for that is actually going to be released on Tuesday at 6 p.m. I believe Eastern. So check out their Paranormal XP. They're awesome. And Tommy, I don't know when Tommy's episodes are going to be released. So I have to figure out if I can rescue footage, then it'll be Reese's work episodes. If not, it will be Chase Manor. And that will be coming up, my 30th, March 30th, because my birthday. It's birthday live. But that will be happening the following Thursday, which is I don't have a calendar. The 6th of April. So we'll have an episode the 6th of April. It'll be a surprise, because it'll be a surprise for me just at the moment. But I will have some episodes banked up into YouTube World, so that way you guys are not missing out on any. And then at least I can get caught up. And then we have our trip. So I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, Betty. Hello, Betty. Betty, don't worry about being late. This was just like it was like actually kind of a last minute thought I had today, because I wasn't going to do it. And then I was going to do it. And then Ron's like, just do it. So we're here on Livestream.
Ron's like, just do it. We'll do it live. Just do it live.
I did want to talk more about our episode that we just released. So that is why, mostly why, because last week's episode was insane. So I did want to talk about that a lot. So for people who just started joining, if you haven't watched that episode, part 4, watch it, because it's freaking crazy. And I do have 2 YouTube shorts that I did for that, the mimicking voice and the male's voice don't. That's there into that. I did send it off, because I know like a lot of the nukes and slapped ham and chills are a lot of like fake stuff out there, but I just really want to bring people to the channel to see what we captured. That's kind of why I'm not all about the views and stuff. It's more just like, look what we caught.
We mostly want, like, in terms of that kind of, like, I know like chills, slapped ham, nukes do showcase a lot of things where people are like, that's fake, whatever, but it doesn't mean we can't want to draw people to like what we feel is true paranormal investigation. So that's where it kind of comes from. Like we are doing things as straight up and as like straightforward as possible, guys. And so we hope that like people like, and I understand my investigations with my son that we've done, and like they're not as exciting as people were like, well, I got touched by a demon. Oh my gosh. Like what's going on? Like, we get that we aren't the most exciting teams in the world, but we are doing things as honest as humanly possible. Karen, she gets touched by a demon and like a biker and a bartender every episode. That's fine. That's we're not here to talk about that because that's on the OnlyFans. It's fine. But we hopefully we can provide people with investigations they feel like that, like I can trust these people because they're not flashy and they're not like in your face, and like they're just honest folks. And if we get featured on those kind of channels, that brings eyeballs to us, and they're like, "Oh, so this is what it's actually like." That like we're not trying to join the ranks of the crazy investigators, but we're also we do want to showcase what we do as like honest investigators.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask everyone in the
No, you cannot ask. You can't.
What I want to know, Allie.
Yes.
Can we bring the hamster on an investigation?
Did you notice that, Jason?
Yeah, we need to bring a hamster
on the investigation.
The hamster will see the ghosts.
Her hamster.
She will. My hamster.
Yes.
Oh, her hamster. Yeah, he's cute.
My hamster.
Patricia.
Yeah, the store hamster.
And we're talking about a hamster. We're not using euphemisms. Anyway, Karen, what did you want to say?
Yep. I was going to ask, because I'm everywhere with my channel at the moment, I haven't obviously done any paranormal because I won't do that unless I'm with Jason or Cassie or someone comes with me. So, but that's just how it is. But I'm doing the thing where I talk to my favorite people and my 5 haunting questions that Jason won't do unless I'm there with him in person.
No, because I should have been the first, is what I'm saying.
Oh, Jesus. And
don't feel bad, Jason.
I'm also doing...
She hasn't even asked you.
I know, right? Exactly.
Yeah, I didn't say he was my favorite person. Cassie is.
Oh.
Whoa. I might as well leave
no, I'm just joking, Ron.
Let's go into our own live stream, Ron.
Yeah, let's go, Jason.
No,
I'll go in the garage.
Just like you would talk.
We'll talk about barbecue and beer.
Yeah.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
I'll ask.
Ron was being super rude.
Oh, I'm always rude.
Guys, let Karen talk.
Go ahead.
Karen, go ahead. Sorry,
you're all over the place, but you've been doing your 5 haunting questions, which I think everybody should watch.
Yeah, even though you haven't.
I will eventually do it.
And the other thing I was talking to Cassie about this the other day, I kind of go off sometimes and I wondered what people will think because it's not paranormal, but because I've got paranormal in my name, I will touch on something towards the end maybe, but a story caught my eye the other day and it's more like a true crime, but a historical one. So it's kind of like something that I remembered from my grandparents talking to me about when I was a little girl. And then, I don't know, it just popped up and I thought, oh my God, I remember that. And then I remember what my nan and grandpa told me. So I'm putting together, it's hard work though. I'm down a rabbit hole with this one. It's not like just putting together an interview and then whatever. This is like full on. So I'm hoping that when I put it up, I'd love that if everybody would give me some feedback and let me know if that's something that they would like me to do, because I won't do anything fresh. It'll always be something old and not and just a bit, more like an in memoriam to the people that went, not to razz up the person who did it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I don't know. But then when I get to America, there'll be paranormal content, okay?
I can't wait. It's going to be so awesome.
All right. Now everyone's quiet.
That's because we got yelled at by Cassie.
We were told to.
Yeah.
I was yelling at Ron mostly because I was doing this because he's right
That's
there.
right. I'm the problem.
Because that's what she does. That's her like.
Because you were talking.
We gotta start putting our hands up. That's what we need to do. Throw our hands up when we want to talk.
Oh, you shush.
I know.
I want to talk. I want to talk. No. I love you,
Listen,
Karen.
when we're all together,
I love
the
everybody.
second she starts doing this, me and you
Thanks,
will just
Raquel.
go. We will physically stand up and walk away and go have our conversation. She can't cover your face.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
It'll be so fun.
Hey guys, guess what I've got to do?
You're going shopping.
Go
You
to
have
the
to go to the shops.
The shops.
It's 12 o'clock. It's lunchtime here. Just gone 12. So yeah.
We will not keep you from the shops, Karen.
I've
It
got to
was
go
good
to
to
the
see
shops.
the fairy godmother. We love you.
All right, I love you too. And
Okay.
I don't
Night,
know if
Karen.
Levy's still in the chat, but mwah.
I haven't
It
seen him
was-
for a while, but
No,
thank
he's
you all
probably
to the
gone.
chat.
And Dantex, thank you for saying that you like the 5 haunting questions. I'm trying. I think I'm getting a little bit better as each one goes along.
So you'll be a professional when you get to me,
By the time I get to you, it'll all be all professional.
which will be in like 3-4 years. It's fine.
My
Okay.
nose is
All right.
bleeding.
Hey, Linda.
Oh, no.
Bye, everybody
Bleeding.
in chat. I'm off to
Oh,
the
what
shop.
did you do?
See ya.
That's what you get.
Bye.
No, my nose hates me.
Hey,
I
bye,
love you.
Karen.
Bye.
We're good.
Bye,
It's fine.
Karen.
Bye.
There's
Bye,
blood.
Ellie. Bye,
Sorry,
Ellie.
my
Hi,
nose is
Karen.
bleeding.
She started bleeding from her head. She's fine.
It's just bleeding from my
Oh, all right.
face.
Okay.
It's fine.
Love you. Bye.
Love you.
Bye,
Bye.
Karen. Laws just said that they found a Canadian urban explorer to watch, Abandoned Brandon.
That's a
Okay,
good name.
I'll have to make a mental note because our son Everett watches a lot of that. We watch Exploring with Wade.
Oh, see, Levy's still in here. It says bye, Karen.
Oh,
There's Levy. Levy, I haven't gotten anything yet in my email, so just saying. I don't know what happened. I'll let you know.
Allie's getting a little woozy over here.
Oh no, I'm good.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Is it
I'm
because
okay.
it's dry?
So
It's
much
like a dry
blood,
nose.
Right?
It'll come and go. I'll just wipe it. It's fine.
That happened to
I'm
me in
used to it.
Virginia City, Alley.
There's
It was
Oh, it
brutal.
happens to me all the time. It's terrible.
Yeah.
In the shower, it's the worst.
not exploring with Josh Levy. It's like he's just an urban explorer. He's Canadian. I think he's based out in BC. I feel like he
I
is.
will be
He
right
goes
back.
out there a lot of BC. Hi Janine. Sorry, I just saw you
Janine's
pop
in the
up.
chat?
Hi,
And Kathy.
Janine.
I think I said.
Oh,
Oh wait,
Janine.
is there a
Hey,
cat? Oh,
Janine.
Kathy too. Sorry guys, I suck. I'm like trying to keep up with the chat here. Hello. Oh, I did though, Levy. I don't know what's happening. Let me actually go into it. I usually get email notifications though, and I didn't. Let me go in my email or into the actual.
Allie, Janine wants to know if you're bleeding.
Yeah.
No, why am I in that?
My
Come
arm is
on.
bleeding. My nose is bleeding. It's fine.
Uh-oh.
I'm fine. Everything is fine.
Everything is okay.
Fine.
Okay, you guys keep talking because I'm looking up something. Sorry.
Oh, we get to look at that, Allie. We get to talk. Isn't that amazing?
Wow.
Oh, shove it.
Wow. For a change. Isn't that crazy? I bet Jason's
I
listening
know.
to this.
I know.
He's in the background, like, wow.
Holy- Shut up.
I don't want to go on that PayPal. Go on my other
Oh.
PayPal.
Oh
Go
my
away.
goodness.
Change. There we are.
So our little haunted asylum in town is starting to get the traction. I think I sent you guys the video on TikTok. So the lady that was there, she's in LA, but they flew in a couple of people from New York, and they investigated that place. I was like, yay! We're getting it's getting noticed. We're going there next week.
Oh, cool.
That's nice.
Haunted Easter egg. hunt.
Nothing, Levy.
And
Nothing
I'm
there.
bringing my coworker, and she's never been, and she's like, I'm gonna throw an Easter egg at him, and I was like, you're not allowed to touch them. She's like, technically, I'm not touching them. The Easter egg is, and I was like, you're gonna get us kicked out, Lindsay. Don't do that. But I'm excited.
Why? Fine.
I'm excited.
That's really cool. Log out. Sorry, I'm talking to my phone. It's being silly.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
And yes, I can hear everything everybody says because I wear headphones.
Yeah. I think
I'm
my
not
nose
trying to
stopped
log
bleeding.
in. Go other way.
What are you
Yeah, stop
doing?
bleeding. We're good.
We have one person bleeding, one person being like, I don't know what I'm doing with technology.
Well, I was
Yelling at technology. We're just a ragtag.
Hello, spooky
It's
time.
great.
Linda
Linda's
says,
asking a
Allie, what
question,
is your
Allie.
channel? She doesn't have one.
I don't have a channel.
She's
It's
just
okay.
a resident hanger. She hangs.
She's our moral support.
That's right.
She's
She
our
comes here
moral
and she just
support.
hangs out with us.
Yeah.
I just like being included, so it's great.
Aw.
Perfect.
Oh, we love you, Allie.
We like including
For you
you.
guys. Yay.
Yeah. Yeah. So for the guys in the chat,
Yeah, anyway.
what other... Oh no. I'm trying to carry the conversation on. So what I was gonna say in chat, guys, my hair is all crazy.
Your hair's crazy. I need a haircut.
I know you do. So
Yeah, you
what
do.
I'm saying
I'm
is
gonna shave that back.
what is
Cassie, like every thought in her head was like, what?
back?
she had somewhere she was going, and I just like I sent it this way. She's like, what?
Hey,
Sorry. Anyway.
Janine's on a good topic. What beers are we drinking? Right here.
I need to go get another
well,
beer.
MGD.
I was
Okay.
drinking
That
some
was
Blue
the first
Moon
beer that
Belgian
I tried.
White.
I was 3 years old. And my dad gave me a dog biscuit.
That says like that explains so much.
Thanks.
Right
That's
now, I'm
good.
drinking this OSU because I live in Oklahoma. Iron Monk, which is a brewery here in Oklahoma, an OSU beer. So why not?
But I have to add
When in
that
Rome.
I put a hint of lime oil in my beer.
Lime oil.
And then ate like a pound of brownies.
No,
That's why
no brownies.
one pupil is so small and the other one's so big.
No brownies.
No brownies.
No brownies.
It's
No
also
brownies.
a Thursday. And he has to
Not
work.
until I
No,
come
hey.
down.
I slept like from 10 o'clock till almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
I know today because
I had a
we
great
had rain.
nap.
Because
It
we
was
had
awesome.
rain.
You
It
didn't
was
have
a
to
rain
work?
day today. It was a rain day today, so I got to sleep. And nobody
Nah.
was in the
I
house.
got a wicked shot, a photo of lightning strike not too far from here because we had like a extreme weather warning that rolled through. So for like 45 minutes, we had lightning and thunder like crazy, like torrential rain pour and stuff. Excuse me. And then excuse me. But I
Don't do
caught
that
like
wrong.
wicked lightning right outside my window. It was so awesome.
We haven't had. I told the kids because the kids are like everything's brown. So I'm like, we have to wait till it warms up a little bit, and then we get some lightning, and then we'll have like everything back to green.
We're getting warm here. We're getting like humid and warm right here because spring's
We're
rolling
cold.
No, we're not cold. What are you talking about?
That's why I'm not coming up there for a month
right now.
Okay, it's 3 degrees Celsius right now, which is what, like 40 something?
It is not 3 degrees Celsius.
According to my phone, it is.
Not a chance. No. No.
in.
Let me see.
That was
Actually, it feels like -1. What?
No.
I don't know. I was out there without pants on and I was fine.
I was outside. It's like, I don't know.
Okay, so anyways, back to the channel. I just remembered.
Oh yeah. Ghosts and stuff.
Ghosts. No, I just remember what I was gonna say. So for the people who want to say this, or have seen the episode, part 4, other than the mimicking voice or whatever that man's voice was, what was another piece of evidence that would kind of like was like, holy crap? Because I'm really curious because there was a couple for me that stood out from our episode. Like from the part 4?
I only heard the voice. I haven't watched the whole episode yet.
Jason.
Okay, so
wow.
Guys,
Allie,
everybody here should know I don't watch things.
I watched like half of it.
I
listened
no
to all
time.
of it, but I watched half of it because I was driving home
And
at
this,
the time, so I had
like,
it plugged in.
absolutely honest, like the last 2 weeks for me have not been great, and so like I have no time to like sit down and watch them. So I want to watch Karen's stuff because I know she's doing a good job, and there's people I want to like hear what her 5 spooky questions are or whatever, and I want to watch Cassie and Reese do their thing, but like I have not had the mental capacity to sit down and watch anything longer than a TikTok. It's been rough. So I apologize for not watching your stuff, but I also hardly ever watch paranormal stuff to begin with.
I know. It's so hard to keep up because I watch certain people and then I'm like, it's just so hard that like, and I'm working too. So like my schedule has been mostly day shifts, but then last night I worked 3 to 11. So that screwed me over for some people's episodes. And then I was like, crap. And then it just is crazy. So then today I had off, but I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off. So I was at the orthodontist with my one daughter because she had to get more brackets put in for her braces. And then what else did I had to do? I had to Galida out. It was just crazy today. So it was. And
I had a very restful
nap
he
did.
In the living room on the couch. It was awesome.
But then tomorrow I have to work 7:00 in the morning until 3. So it's a little bit later shift. And then we're going to Saturday after work. And then it's a hockey game. It's
literally the only things I've watched over the last couple of days, which I haven't watched really anything for like 2 weeks. But the last couple of days, it's been a godsend of like my smallest kid, he's 9 years old, has just want to like hang out in my room with me and watch Godzilla movies. So we watched like
Godzilla, like the
Godzilla
old
versus not old school, like the new stuff, which has been fun because I haven't watched them since they came, and they're goofy, dumb movies. But like we watched Godzilla Destroy All Monsters, we watched this Godzilla versus Kong. It's us and like our dogs. We're all just like cuddled up and we're watching those movies. That I'm gonna take the time to watch that no matter what. YouTube paranormal stuff, like I would prefer to live it than to watch it, and I think I've made that very clear in the last couple of years as people have been following me on my channel and all that kind of stuff. I will always be a cheerleader for. Make sure you're not replacing what's real and important with flipping YouTube stuff. And that's not like, that's why like when I don't put out an episode, it's because my life takes precedent over that kind of stuff. Like that is the more important thing than putting out stuff on YouTube. As much as I love producing things for YouTube and producing things for you guys, like my real life is going to take precedent, and I know more people than not understand that. And you know, right now I need hanging out watching Godzilla movies with my kids more than I do watching YouTube stuff, even if it's produced by my friends.
No, that's totally okay. I'm
sure.
like totally okay.
Family always comes first, Jason.
I just want to say Maisie Rose is in the house. Hello. Thanks for joining. Yeah, my question was just supposed to people who watch, like, I mean, wasn't like a bash of like, if you haven't watched it, you suck kind of thing. So that's not true at all.
No, that's what we heard. That's what I felt right here in my heart. It's fine though. It's fine.
I just meant
I'm gonna tell my kid that next time when he's like, "Can we watch Godzilla?" Goodness. I'm like, "No, get out of my room. I need to watch Cassie's stuff."
I just meant that I obviously can't keep up with everyone either. So
Jason, have you watched on Netflix? I watch a lot of anime, but there is a Godzilla anime. Have you watched that or no?
I have not, but I know what you're talking about. I have not watched it yet.
I've watched 4 or 5 episodes now with my oldest daughter, Elida, and we're loving it. The two of us. We'll go in the garage. I got a TV set up there, and the two of us will just sit there and
love that.
It's our thing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I don't even care what you're watching. The fact that you're retreating to like the man cave with your daughter to watch stuff. that is good times, because 20 years from now, she's going to be like, I used to go to my dad's man cave and watch Godzilla cartoons with him And that's
Yeah.
that's core memories. I love hearing about core memories being developed.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Because I don't think we appreciate the core memories enough. That's the thing.
No.
Like, and honestly, like there's a lot of core memory stuff that my kids will have that I've neglected to make a core memory for me. Like,
Yeah.
that just happens in life.
Yeah.
And so I'm always a proponent of like, make those core memories your important things, as small as it may seem to somebody else, or as like as important as other things may seem. Like, make those, if it's going to be a core memory for your kids, disregard all the important stuff and make it for those kids.
Yeah. Like my core memory with my dad, this is kind of hilarious. So we went to the drive-in, and there was
drive-ins
mosquito.
are always core memories.
So
I love them.
we were on the drive-in, and we're watching like whatever, and a mosquito flew into the car. And I don't know if it was me and my sisters were like kind of like flicking it. My dad's like, "That's not how you kill a mosquito. This is how you kill it."
Oh no.
And they went boom and cracked the windshield.
And that's how you done it.
So that's like
No
a
more
memory
mosquito,
I'll always have
right?
in my mind of my dad. Like, this is how you do it. Like, we would have been like, I was 10, I think. But my dad's a body man. He fixes cars for a living. So it was like whatever for him to fix
I'll
it.
fix
But
it tomorrow.
but it was just like, it was a hilarious thing. Because my mom was out west with her parents. And I believe it was just a funny thing. But I only meant like for guys, I know obviously you guys have things, but people who did watch it, was there a piece of evidence that stuck out to you other
Aaron
than
is
like
in
the
the house.
voices?
Aaron's in the house.
Hello, Aaron.
Hey, Aaron.
Hi, Aaron. I like the little like
Hello. Thank you for joining.
whimsical thing staircase.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
I
For
have
me.
to still.
Like the mini
that-
pizza ghost-ish kind of thing.
I have to
Yes.
clip that. I haven't clipped it yet.
What's up?
The weird pizza-ish thing. You
Up the staircase, right?
no.
we
that,
need a
but
better name than Pizza Ghost.
Yeah,
we do.
Because the Pizza
do.
Ghost, like, monkier is like, if you know, you know. Like,
Yeah.
we need a better, like there's orbs.
Wispy.
Wispy.
Which, yeah, I
The
think
wisp.
wispy is a better thing. Like, orbs are like
There's a
circular things that
Yeah.
99% of the time is going to be dust.
But
I
even
think we can all agree on that. But the wispy things are things that are not like circular objects, but present themselves in a way that is just unique. A unique object that appears, that is without defined shape, and I don't, not intelligent, because they're not all like moving intelligently in terms of like, can you land on my hand? You know, but they are objects of unknown origin that are without solid shape. Whereas like
Yeah.
orbs, everybody sees them as like circular things that are more likely dust and or bugs. But those wispy things, sometimes those shapes are just unknown, weird.
Yeah.
Sometimes like very solid, but sometimes semi see-through. Like those are the only ones where I'm just like, I need to pause. I need to pay attention to that. Orbs, we are in dark, barely used locations all the time that like we stir up dust, guys. Dust happens. I understand how dust appears on cameras. I understand how bugs appear on camera because of the focal length of the camera. Something like a bug that may seem long and with wings and feet and all that kind of stuff, because of the focal length of the camera, will make them appear as just circular things that are out of focus because they're closer to the lens than everything the lens is focusing on. So an orb, in terms of like a circular unknown object, I don't really pay attention to those anymore because I know the environment we are investigating in.
Yeah.
But those wispy things, man,
Those wispies.
those make me take notice. I don't know what they
definitely.
are, and I cannot identify them as being ghosts or bugs or dust or anything, but I'm going to be like, don't know what this is. This is weird.
Yeah. I just want to say hi, Diva Paranormal, and thank you for liking and sharing. But yeah, like when with the like the orbit, like the second bigger one in part 4, I still have to like look at, like I showcase it, I put it out into the world saying like make your decision, because it was like weird But then the part 3, there was like that one that was on the staircase that was weird. So I think, I don't know. I just put it out there because those ones like stood out to me. But generally, I don't point out orbs like Jason said. They're just dust. But also in part 4, there was a fly flying around, but you could see it and hear the fly.
Mm-hmm.
What the
That
heck?
was a dog.
No, I'm
Dog.
not freaking out because I thought maybe the cat
No,
was
that was a
outside.
demon.
Where's the cat inside? The
Who
cat's
needs to go pee?
No, I thought the cat was trying to, because he's been outside in the rain.
No, I got it. Like, when
You
I
brought him in?
came-
Okay.
yeah.
I just didn't want him out. I thought it was a cat saying, like, let me in. Harley, our cat. He's a very antisocial cat, so I actually took a picture of him. So if you have him on my personal Facebook,
I saw
or
that.
Instagram,
Yep.
you'll see Harley. That was Harley in the flesh.
I
in the
did
fur.
not ever see a cat the like 2 days that I was
I
at your
know.
house.
He hides.
I was like,
He's
they have a
not, like,
cat?
Not cuddly cat. Like he
No.
is at bedtime with the kids, but
He loves actually hanging out with Lily
no,
in
why not?
her. Yeah, no, Lily more so actually.
No,
lately,
yeah.
in the bunk bed.
Yeah, but Lily's up high. I think that's
Yeah.
why he likes it up high. But yeah. Oh, and the fly. We did mention the fly. Like Linda just pointed out. So like you see it, the black thing buzzing around, and you hear it like fly near the camera. So, and that's another thing too, guys. If we like see bugs, we we always, as long as we see them or hear them, we always point it out, because like when we were outside at like I think Waverly Forest was me and Reese. Like I think there was a bunch of like mosquitoes and stuff. So we always try to like just let you guys know what bugs are in the area. So, but there was definitely a fly at a Connowood Mansion. So
My light died, and now my room is dark.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I know. In case
Oh,
anybody's
so-
like, what happened? Something changed.
Maisie Rose's wet weather is probably 6 degrees Celsius. So
Mhm.
ours is colder. Ours, watch
It
it.
does
Ours,
not feel that cold outside. I just have to say that.
That's because you guys have been living in like an ice box for like 2 months.
that's true.
I mean, usually
It has been very cold.
Usually I got my fireplace rocking in the garage, but I haven't had to the last couple of days because it's been so mild.
Oh, the fireplace, yeah. No, but right now it says it feels like -1. So
But
Celsius.
It does not feel that cold out there.
I mean, it's raining and it's no snow, so but there is a special weather statement. What does it say? Strong winds on Saturday. That's it.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Great. If you could just clear all that up in a month, that would be great.
And usually by end of April, early May, usually we're into spring.
Yeah.
Like
Usually
end of
is
March.
the word.
Yeah,
Keeper wants to know who is Lily.
that hangs. Lily is our second daughter, number
Second
2.
oldest daughter.
Second, well, we have 3 daughters.
Yeah. Okay.
But second daughter, but also the second oldest. Our youngest is a girl. So yeah, Lily is our daughter. Lily.
Who's Lily? It's just one of them kids.
Yeah. No worry. It's just,
We have a random child.
Laws
This
from
thing's
Oz
there.
says, question. What's your thoughts on some investigators bringing mediums on investigations? Do you think they help or hinder? I'm on the fence about their abilities. I've only been on like one investigation where we had someone who claimed to be a medium. I say claimed because I am on the fence about their abilities as well. So I'm going to put that right out there. I'm on the fence. So this person, I was my previous team. We were at a location and someone was like, I am a medium. Like I feel the other side kind of thing. What she said specifically was she had a guardian angel that kind of like communicated with her about the what was going on in the spiritual realm at that time. And while it made for an exciting investigation, because as I'm there, and this was like early in my investigative period, I was like, okay, this is weird. I don't know what to think about this. And she was like very convincing. She was also very theatrical and very like animated. And it was really weird. And there's really, again, like, I don't want to I've had experiences in paranormal investigations that are personal things where I cannot tell you like this device went off, we recorded this noise, we did this thing. It was just a feeling I had. And honestly, on all of the investigations I've ever had, the investigations I went on that gave me those things, those personal feelings that I felt so deeply were a thing, are the ones I remember the most, the ones that meant the most to me. So I have a really hard time being like, I don't know if I can 100% believe what this person is saying, because I have no way to quantify through mechanical or device ways that they're having an experience other than what they say. And I think that comes down to like, if I say I'm feeling something and you guys as a viewer on YouTube say, well, I believe Jason, that's one thing. I had never met this girl. I don't know anything about her. She said she was feeling something, experiencing something. I'm just like, okay, cool. I hope you're okay. Like, or whatever. But that's a thing that you guys have to decide ultimately. Like, I can show you a device that says, like, it's a demon, or it lit up, or it did whatever. This thing did that. But if I say, like, I felt something touch me, or if I feel like I saw something, like, it comes down to a trust thing. And that's the reason why we work so hard to be as trustworthy as possible. So that if you trust us, there's reason for it. But I didn't know this person. It was very early in my paranormal investigation career. I don't know if that was legit or not. I have no idea. And that's really the unfortunate part about like personal experiences. Whether you say you're a psychic, a medium, a sensitive, anything like that, it requires a level of trust in that person that when they say they did one of those things, that I trust that actually happened. And that's the question you have to ask yourself. If you watch something or were at a place where something said something, how much do you trust that person? I don't think, unless you just like, that is my best friend since grade school. I've known her for years, him for years, whatever. He said he saw someone walk across, say something, and then walk away. Like, yeah, I would trust that if that person, that scenario happened. But me walking into a supposedly haunted location with someone I've never met who says, "Oh, I am sensitive," or "I have a guardian angel that tells me things," and I'm like, "Okay, that's weird." Yep, guardian angel says there's a spirit right there. Like, it's going to be creepy in that moment, but do I believe that person? I'm not sure. I am not sure. Again, it all comes down to the trust you have in the person saying the thing when you have no way to corroborate what they are saying.
Yeah, and I've never worked because like I've only ever investigated with like Ron, Reese, Jason, Karen, like in, you know what I mean, like in that sense. So I've never really, and Levy, so I've never had experience working with the medium. So I don't know. I don't know. I definitely, I feel like I trust myself. Well, if it's a stranger, I wouldn't know what to do. But why are you smiling weirdly?
I'm not smiling weirdly.
Oh, you're just like,
he always smiles weirdly. It's what's cute about him.
I'm like, why are you smiling?
It's my persona.
We're like, smile, and he's like, why are you smiling like that? And he's like, I'm not.
Well, there's this TikTok with a kid, their dad's trying to get her to smile, and she like smiles with her teeth, and she's like, it's creepy. Anyways.
Lost Moss says, I do think some people are more in tune with the paranormal, but there's nothing stopping anyone from calling themselves a medium these days. Absolutely true. This is what I'm saying. If you do not trust that person, that makes it very hard to believe when they're like, I feel someone in the room. I'm like, I don't know you. Like,
yeah.
I don't, like, you could say anything and I would just, like, it's going, if I'm sitting in a dark, abandoned mausoleum with this person who's like, I feel a presence here, it's going to make it creepy. It's going to put me on edge no matter what.
Yeah.
But if you're my friend who I've been with, like, I trust your word, and you're like, I feel someone in this room, like that's when I'm going to be like, well, let's pay attention to this now.
Yeah.
Again, it all comes down to trust with this stuff. Like, you guys obviously follow our channels because you trust us. We've built a level of trust with you. I've left teams because that level of trust has disintegrated. Cassie and Ron and Reese are very careful with what they do because they want to make sure to maintain that trust with people who are following along on their adventures. Trust is everything in this world where you, as a viewer, are watching us from the sidelines of YouTube and wanting to know if there is something out there. Like, what we are doing is important to people, not just on a entertainment level, but on a belief level. We have to do things on the up and up so that you trust us. When you stop trusting us, that's when you walk away. And that's, we are the exact same way. When we are doing something, we need to trust people. I would not be investigating with Cassie and Ron and Karen and all the people that you see me regularly with if I didn't trust them. The second I stop trusting them is the second you see me not interacting with those people, because I want to build a community of trust here. Trust is super, super important.
Yeah.
Spooky time with J9's going to bed. Good night, Janine.
Good night, Janine.
Loved seeing you.
And hello, Supernatural Lost Adventures. Sorry, I saw it and then it went. Oh,
Allie says she has to go to dinner. Dinner at well, it makes sense. 7:30. I mean, that's a little late for dinner, but I think she's just blowing us off. It's fine. It's cool.
Yeah, I mean, tonight was only supposed to be like a super short one too, because next week is like be prepared for a longer one.
Listen, an hour and 30 minutes is pretty short for us.
That's true.
Yeah. But now that we've whittled it down, the second you decide you need to go to bed, just let me know.
I jokingly said to Cass, I was like, she's like, I don't think I do. I was like, oh, come on, do a live. You'll do a live.
That's what I say.
I said, put a timer on and be like 1 hour or something, and then just have to cut yourself. That's it. Okay.
But then I show up and there's like 4 other people here. I'm like, oh no, this ain't gonna be a short one. Plus, don't forget, guys, next Thursday, we have Cassie's birthday live stream. We're gonna party.
We're gonna be, and it's gonna be later. It's gonna be at 10 o'clock Eastern PM.
Goodness. How am I gonna survive? I gotta go to work the next day.
I'm sorry, but we were
with
going
Red Bull and Hope.
Coffee.
I might just have to ask for the day off on Friday,
or just go to bed. I'll take care of her. Bro, I'll take care of her. I'll make sure she gets to sleep.
No, because
you show up for the first hour and then go to bed.
Oh yeah. Not happening. I'll be up all night. I don't care. You know me.
You don't trust me.
I gotta go to work.
Oh yeah.
I know.
Mike B too just said every time someone says a few, I think it's been yeah.
Oh.
But that's what it feels like though.
When we all get together, like the time flies super fast.
It does.
Did someone unhide somebody or hide somebody?
Mike B says, Jason, when is your next cemetery video? I'm working on it. I actually have to do like a little like insert bit, which I've been dragging my feet on because I didn't. It's a cemetery in Boston, but there were so many tourists around. It was very hard to do like the walk and talk that I do because I feel awkward when I do it. So I need to film like an intro for it. And then it will come out, what's today? Thursday, depending on where you live. It'll come out either tomorrow or the next day. And then I have the next week's episode already lined up, ready to go. So the next few weeks is just going to be cemetery videos, bro.
Awesome.
Which leads up to like, you may see Cassie. I can't remember if you like appeared in one of my cemetery videos, but you will start seeing my Canadian cemeteries that Cassie took me to because me and Cassie and Ron like found cool cemeteries, and then Cassie took me there so I could walk around and film. So we're going international, guys, on Cemetery Road over the next few weeks.
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
I just wanted to say, Kimber by accident. I don't know if Supernatural Lost Adventures, if you're still here, she by accident hid you, but you're still here and you're welcome. Don't go. Oh yeah, she unhid them, so it should be okay. So sorry about that if you're still here.
Dang it.
Like it's so funny. Like there's been times where I've clicked things and almost did something like where I wasn't supposed to.
Oh,
like,
I've done that before too. Yep.
Yeah.
I literally banned someone. I was like, I just wanted to like it. Oh no.
Yeah.
I clicked the
I'm so
wrong
sorry.
button. No.
Yeah.
And now that person can never watch a video again.
Yeah. No, it's all good. Accidents definitely happen. Oh shoot. I was just thinking something. Oh. Yeah, but your Canadian cemetery videos though. Like, yeah, I think I tried to stay away from you while you were filming, so I didn't bother like you. So I don't know if you actually.
I mean, it's been so long, I couldn't remember.
Yeah. So, yeah, anyone with a wrench has done it before, Kimber. So Kimber is so I can't speak. Oh God, words. I've like had a lot of coffee today, as per usual.
Lashma says, I may be a little MIA next week. I'll be at the Australian Formula One Grand Prix. Vroom, vroom. That sounds awesome. I don't know if I follow you on Instagram, but if you're going to be there and like taking pictures, I would love to see it.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, we're like
_ Jason Spencer _ Laws. Follow me. I will follow you back because that sounds awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, we watch NASCAR. I mean, obviously, I know that's
I know your hubby do.
Yeah. So, Red Bull is rocking this year. Do you mean like the caffeine?
I think the race team.
Oh, maybe that too. That's pretty funny. So yes, I think we're slowing down. But yeah, so guys, next week. So this is kind of a wrap up.
And tired.
Yeah. So, so a wrap up of basically what's happening. Jason's going to be having some awesome Cemetery Road episodes coming up. Next week we're going to have a live stream on this channel for my birthday. It's going to be a fun hangout. It'll be great. Fun. Yay. So it'll be at 10 o'clock Eastern, p.m. Eastern. So that'll be great. And then my next episode will be on April 6th. And I'm going to either be Reese's work, or it's going to be, or the Chase Manor episode, depending on if I can rescue footage from Reese's work episode. And then I'm going to have some banked up because my computer is going to be being sent in to get fixed. They said 5 to 10 days, so I'm really hoping it'll be short because I'll need it for sure. I hate not having a computer.
That sucks.
I know, and they're like, "Oh, just get this warranty," but I'm like, I need it, and they'll have someone come to the house and do it, but not for this issue, future issues. I was like, I need it now, though. I don't need it for like future issues. So, but anyways,
I literally just got the living crap scared out of me.
By who?
A coyote.
A coyote in our yard?
Yeah. I was like, I grabbed a beer and I was peeing outside.
You live in the country, guys.
And I heard like some noises and I'm like, what the heck? And as I'm going, there was a coyote like ran by.
And where though? Like where?
Like Jay and Val's.
Are you freaking kidding me? It was that close?
Yeah. A coyote.
Oh.
Like,
Maisie asked me, are you still working on the video explaining the symbols on headstones? How far off on you on finishing? I have not started that. I have been there's no way for me to start a project like that right now without getting into like stupid detail. Look for that kind of a project after anything I post of the trip me and Cassie and Karen are doing. That's going to be like a middle of the summer type thing where I will start going. I'll do a series, 2 or 3 episode series of like things I generally see. So I can't go like into the full detail of like what every symbol means on a tombstone and all that kind of stuff. That's too much. But I am especially in my area, I see a lot of the same type of repetition of symbolism and style of Tombstone. I will start that in that place, explaining some of those in some little episodes. But right now, just life in general just does not have me with the ability to like sit down, plan out those kind of episodes, film that kind of stuff. But I'm definitely planning on doing that in the course of this year. But it will be after the cemeteries that I have coming up, and then the all the stuff I'm going to be filming with these guys, and then after that, I will definitely do that kind of a project.
Awesome. Yes, and guys, the cat is inside. He doesn't generally go outside at nighttime. It's usually during the day. Because we wanted him not to be an outdoor cat. We wanted him to be indoors, and he just refused. He literally can open doors to outside, we found out. So it wasn't a ghost. So
damn cat.
Literally, guys, we've woken up in the middle of the night because the back door wasn't locked, and we've woken up with the door wide open. That dogs could have gotten out, or raccoons, or I guess a coyote now.
Yeah, he could have came inside the house.
Came inside the house. He literally
lets himself out.
So not all the time, but he has like at least 5.
Yeah, probably
about 5 times since we've lived here for 8 years. So yeah, he's hilarious. Like, he's the craziest cat. But he's really good at defending himself. Like he's actually killed a red squirrel before, which they're big and vicious.
Yeah.
So they have big chompers.
I've seen them suckers when I was up there in like the fall time where they were running around all over those cemeteries.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Lost Moz says it's nearly time to turn over another page on the Cemetery Road calendar. This year is flying by. It is. And ultimately, like, I don't want this year to fly by. I don't like the time to fly by at my age. But the more flips of the calendar we get, the closer we get to having the trip that reunites Cassie and Ron and Karen together for some shenanigans. We're going to have a good time.
Yeah. Harley, there's an Ollie about cats. He hasn't killed a mouse in a while. We had one in the basement that he refused to kill for some reason, but he might have just ate it and not left evidence. So, because now the mouse is gone. The kids were trying to catch it with cheese.
All I know, Jason, is we got to find a good karaoke bar.
Oh my gosh.
I don't like karaoke at all.
Come on.
No, because to do karaoke, I have to be very inebriated, and inebriated the day before a investigation, never a good idea.
All right. Well, you know what I'll do? I will set
we can sing in the hot tub
in our house.
Yes, we have our garage.
We have a karaoke machine. So
hanging out like Canada shenanigans are going to be hardcore. Investigation shenanigans are going to be low key, bro. Low key.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
no one likes investigating hungover.
No.
Rule of thumb.
For sure, I get that.
Yeah, never done it yet. So, but we haven't.
No, I know we haven't.
I was gonna say, like, I'm looking, I'm like, we've never done that. So, but yeah, good. So I think that's it, guys. Thanks for joining in. It was a blast seeing you all. Next week, 10 o'clock Eastern, party time. I have no clue what it's gonna be about, but it'll be partying. Maybe trivia. I don't know. Maybe something fun.
We're just gonna have a good old time. I should have an episode for Cemetery Road, either like at least one this weekend, and then another one Wednesday before party night, which is Thursday. So just start putting that in your calendar, guys. We got a good lineup for you folks.
Yeah.
There you go.
And also, guys, Karen just released an episode tonight. So go check it out on her channel, Doof. I'm trying to think about anyone else. I'm not sure.
And then Cassie was the last person in her video. So if you haven't watched Doof paranormal videos, go check those out.
Yeah, for sure. So
also check out Crow's been putting up some TikTok.
Yeah, Crow's been putting out.
Check them out.
Not TikToks, but also shorts.
Yeah,
YouTube
shorts.
Woo-hoo. So check them out. Crow's stuff is freaking awesome. I love his stuff.
He's good.
So, but yeah. Okay, that's it, guys. See you all on the There's our dog. Of course.
Let me out.
But now there's a coyote out there, though.
It ran down the street though.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Ron chased it off.
Bye-bye.
Hey, everyone.
Bye-bye.